Like, isn't that hard?
Right.
Hotness! Uh-oh. Yay, so why are we here today? All things biz.
And all things to an entrepreneur running a startup.
Yeah, and I think we're going to give you the real deal on all the things that you need to know. So we just want to give you the update on different events. What are the new apps? What do we think are hot?
Yes. So you can feel close on Twitter.
That's what she does. I don't do that. I have real friends.
But you can bridge them.
No, you totally can, and we'll talk about strategies about what is a real friend versus an online friend. How do you handle your contacts on Twitter, on Facebook? Do you even befriend them on Facebook? Do you befriend them on Google+? Sort of what are the boundaries as it relates to sort of networking and being exposed?
Was that your phone?
It was my phone.
Oh, you have an iPhone?
I do have an iPhone.
I have an Android device here. Got that. HTC Sensation.
Look, and you have a black phone and I have a white phone.
Oh, snap. Where have we gone recently?
I don't know. You went to TechCrunch this route.
You went to a Python event that weekend.
Yeah, I actually took a class on how to learn Python. So now I understand why developers look at me with like the death stare.
Why?
Because programming is hard. Not hard, but I think what a programmer hates to hear is that should be so easy. And it's not as easy as just typing a couple commands. You go to a hackathon this week.
I did. Last weekend went to the Foursquare hackathon and worked with Adria to make Givspot, which...
Givspot.
Yes.
Which does...
fundraising through Foursquare checkins.
Interesting. That's kind of hot.
We thought so. There are people who want to do good, like social good. They're like, at the end of the night, they want to feel better about whatever they did.
People want easy ways to give back.
Yes.
And they don't want it to be super challenging. And so any way that you can make it fun or engaging or easy is like a good way to kind of tack on social good. People are killing it out here. Maybe I need to take a little Ruby class. Meetup.com is just a great resource to see what's going on entrepreneurially in your city.
So Meetup.com and Plancast, which is another
I love
good
me
service.
some Plancast. I stalk you on
I
Plancast.
stalked Robert Scoble. What would be another service that people could use to find out what everyone else is doing?
I was using Eventbrite, and so Eventbrite, though, hasn't really gotten a really great search capability, so it's not so much like the best tool to really find out what's going on.
They still curate most of, like when they do their newsletter, it's like a curated list.
Gotten a lot of dates out of Meetup.
What? Really?
StartupHotness. Another thing that hit me are like great sort of newsletters. So I read the Startup Digest like every week that it comes out.
Finding curators online so you don't have to go digging through all the sites yourself.
That's like the hot word. Can we take a moment for like the hot word of the valley? And I would like to say that curation is the hot word.
Agree.
Oh my God, we could have a word like Pee Wee Herman's word of the day. This show is a recommendation engine.
Really?
Duh. We're recommending and curating.
So
we should get funding.
We should.
Because curation and recommendation engine.
Like Yahoo got really big because it was all curated. And everybody felt like, oh, we can trust all these links more. And then Google pulled ahead though with just intelligent search. I mean, their algorithms. That's why everybody's like, oh, we like Google so much. And then making a whole new search, making a whole Bing.
But you could say that Google has kind of gone back to the people piece with the Google Plus so that you can see your friends.
I completely agree.
Which I think is kind of scary because I saw that Dave McClure had like sent something on his tablet in 2007. I'm not sure if that's a fact I need to know when I'm going to search engine land, but okay.
Good point.
Cool. 2007.
Well, and then Google also changed their search results now, so you have videos, you have your Twitter stuff in there, you got blogs, you got news, and then also just the regular sites. Yeah. I never used Bing, ever.
No, but I did use Bing for their little Faircaster thing.
No.
The Fair Predictor.
The travel stuff is awesome.
No, totally. And the little picture of the day.
What's the picture of the day?
Doesn't the picture change like every day you go to Bing?
I don't know.
It totally does. It totally does. They have some glorious National Geographic type pictures.
Theoretically, if you had a child between the age of 8 to 12, so they could be on the internet for 3 hours a day, and then how long could they watch TV for? Or would that be the same
I
block
think
of
that
time?
it would
and then
be
they
the
could,
same block of time.
Okay.
I was only allowed an hour of TV
a day.
a day. There's only approved sites, and they can only be on the internet for a couple of hours. Let's talk about some basic apps. So like, so I was with this guy. We were bumping.
Oh.
So we were bumping our contacts, and I thought that was pretty cool, etc. But then he had a card scan. He decided to scan my card.
Yeah.
So he scanned his card, and then on the way out, he's like, just in case, let me just call you. I'm like, I don't know. Did we just take 3 methods for you to get my contact info?
Right.
Like, is that really efficient? You have my card, you scan my card, we bumped, and you send me a little validation.
People always want to argue that the business card is dead. I just ordered new business cards again today
Oh,
for
yay.
the conference. So
I think when you go to a lot of these events, like if you're going to these meetups and you're going to these conferences, etc., it's kind of like the 80-20 rule. Like the 80% of the people you're never going to talk to again.
Right.
For me, I kind of think it's like 95. So any favorite apps, any favorite websites this week?
Well, yes, it's interesting that you say that because I just noticed, in fact, before you were headed over here to do our Startup Hotness intro pilot, I was just reviewing the Hipmunk app that came out for Android now. And Hipmunk allows you to search airline travel, but visually.
Yeah.
Did a video on that a couple weeks ago. You kind of pick all your, different travels and whatever. It has a little call to action that says, do you want to complete this purchase on your computer? And then it has a little code. So you go to the Hipmunk site, put in the code, and then it brings up all, whatever you picked out for.
Oh, that's pretty hot.
So, because then you don't have to be on here or your tablet.
That's a smart little genius idea. So my favorite app still remains Grindr, which I'm not even the target audience, but I love it.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Really?
I look at Grindr on a regular basis.
We were just talking about that.
I don't know why.
We were just talking about it the other night on the deck, and I have to say, it's
the best app ever.
Let me just say, delicious.
I mean, not for me.
Delicious meat market.
I just like to see who's around, and that's because I do have a lot of gay friends.
Can you tell us about Grindr?
So Grindr is a beautiful app in the sense that it finds fabulous gay men and non-fabulous too, actually, who just happen to be really close to you, and
they don't have any shirts on.
He actually has no clothes on.
Oh.
I think that's hot.
For the upcoming week then, or the upcoming month. So we're at the end of September. October's coming up. What are you looking forward to? What's happening? What's on your calendar?
So I'm working on a platform called House of Mikko. And House of Mikko is a beauty recommendation engine for women. We help women discover the beauty products that work for them based by matching you on women who look like you and have the same preferences as you. So we are going to start the fundraising process, or the very early stages of really starting to put ourselves out there. We have a pretty solid team. We've all left our jobs, so we are full-time on this, really being scrappy and being eager. And things have been going really well. You can check us out on Facebook or on Twitter. And I think one of the things that really sort of distinguishes us is that this is not some makeup junkie type site. This is for real women who want to know what beauty products work for them.
Real women, not fake women.
No.
And women who are similar.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, I know for me, so sometimes I describe myself as yellow like a noodle, but obviously that's not true. But I've always found it hard, like for getting foundation, whatever. Now I just do like all MAC products pretty much, and I'm good. But for a long time, I'd go into the department stores and they put some stuff on me, and I'm like, there's a big line. Does no one notice
the line of demarcation? I know, horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, if you have curly hair, whatever type of hair you have, it could be worse.
So business, technology, beauty, glamour. And then kind of the small business startup / entrepreneur. I'm a technology consultant, so I help companies and people just use technology better. So I listen, I find out what they're frustrated with, and that could be everything from the email system that they're using to, like when I was in T-Mobile yesterday, I was doing a little video of all the phones that they have, and T-Mobile had me come out earlier this week and cover their launch party, which was awesome.
Yay.
I did little interviews. I'm like, why do you like your Android device? How would you get your grandma to switch? And so it's kind of fun.
What type of responses did you get to that? Grandma switching. Well, thank you guys so much for watching our first video. Hopefully you got a sense of what's coming. We're just two crazy girls who love talking about tech and startups.
And you can subscribe up above, StartupHotness, and you can go ahead and like this video right over there, and let us know down below in the comments what you think and what you want to hear us talking about in the future.